Photographs of American cities from 1900 to 1915 are striking in their level of detail. At first glance, they appear to be nothing more than old images from the past. But upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that their quality seems almost unbelievable for that era. The sharpness of buildings, the precision of architectural details, the absence of motion blur, all of this raises questions. Perhaps the technologies of that time were far more advanced than we are usually told. These photographs are available in the U.S. Library of Congress. They depict the streets of New York, Chicago, Detroit, Atlantic City, Memphis, San Francisco, and other cities. We see wide streets and crowded squares, yet there is almost none of the chaos typically associated with urban life at the beginning of the 20th century. Each frame appears carefully composed, as if it were staged. Modern internet users often point out strange details. There is no motion blur, even on people and horses. For cameras of that period, this seems almost impossible. Most photographs were taken on glass plates with long exposure times, where any movement would result in blurring. Yet in these images, movement is barely noticeable. Some even compare them to computer-generated graphics because they look so perfect. This is not just high quality, it borders on the fantastic. Historians and photography enthusiasts explain this through the specifics of the technology. Dry glass plates and relatively fast shutter speeds were used. The large size of the plates and the sensitivity of the emulsion made it possible to capture an extraordinary amount of detail, which today feels anachronistic. In reality, methods capable of such precision already existed at the time, but they were inaccessible to most people and used only in professional photography. But other questions remain. Why do the streets of these cities look almost ideal? Why are there so few people? And why are nearly all of them wearing hats? Why are there only a few umbrellas on the beach in Atlantic City, arranged as if specifically for the shot? Why, in panoramic photographs of San Francisco, is there almost no horse manure, bird droppings, or even birds in the frame? These images resemble ghost cities, as if someone created them to produce a particular impression for a viewer in the future. Forum users actively discuss these anomalies. Some believe the photographs were staged, with carefully planned compositions. Others suggest they were a subtle demonstration of what technologies were already capable of in the early 20th century. Still others are convinced that these images shape our perception of history, showing not what actually was, but what was meant to be shown. And this effect still works today. We perceive the past through familiar narratives. Even if reality may have been different, it is also interesting to examine the details of everyday life. People are dressed almost identically. Outfits repeat. There are clearly more men than women, and children are rarely seen. It seems like an ordinary scene, but on closer inspection it becomes apparent that someone was trying to present a certain order, a certain harmony. Perhaps this reflects the ideals of the time. Perhaps it is a subtle manipulation of perception. The architectural styles of the buildings are astonishing. In some photographs, one can see massive structures and skyscrapers supposedly built without modern tools, using horses and carts. Viewed through modern eyes, this creates a sense that the past was extraordinarily advanced, almost fantastical. And this feeling intensifies when one realizes that photographic technology of that era was already capable of capturing every brick, every detail of a facade. On forums, people try to reconcile these images with established history. Some say this is yet another example of how progress does not always move in a straight line. Sometimes old technologies worked better than we assume, and mass production later reduced quality for the sake of accessibility.